And hello, everybody. This is Diarmid of Almost Cool, and I'm here with Lord
Hello.
and Math Jazz.
Hello.
And we are finally continuing our Star Wars break throughout after a bit of a break. And yeah, I also don't remember what happened last, other than Stormlord ruling the galaxy slowly.
I think that was about it.
Yeah,
His,
I mean,
his-
I don't know if I lost my independence that episode or the one before, but basically.
Yeah, math is my protectorate. I think I sent you an offer, Yarmood. Yeah, I sent you an offer before the game saved.
demand vassalization.
Well, you can accept or deny it.
All right, let us continue.
Do you think we would hand over the governance of our empire to a former kitchen appliance?
Okay, that's funny.
Okay. But yeah, last time we still had the War in Heaven going, which is slightly in the interventionalist's favor. Yeah, I had also recently taken over the spiritualist fallen empire.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
There is that, yes.
Let's see. And as we have been gone for several weeks, we have 4 dev diaries to cover, and I'm gonna go ahead and cover the most recent one first because that one's the easiest to cover. Namely, the Stellaris team has as of on December 7th are going to release a another species pack, specifically the humanoids species pack. They'll be giving 10 new humanoid portraits, new ship set and a new city set, a new pre-scripted empire. They're going to be offering 3 more of the advisor voiceovers as well.
Well, this sounds exciting.
And they're also adding on more music tracks. And yeah, it's looking like it'll be really neat. The ship pack gives off a kind of a distinct feel of a cross between Star Wars and Star Trek. The ships are triangular and whatnot. So are triangular and look very much like they are just out of the straight something that the Empire would make. At the same time, however,
Okay, so I was just asked by the Synthoid Continuum if we want to. It says custodian protocol activated, initiating resource transfer to compliant organic civilization. Do we accept or not?
accept it. It sounds like you're getting free resources.
But am I becoming like subservient to them too?
No. As far as I'm aware, no, you are not. You're integrating your vassal.
Yep.
Stellaris actually considering what I was just about to do. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyway. I was about to integrate one of my vassals.
There you go.
I mean, he's a single planet vassal, and I mean, well, he's got a decent fleet for a one system vassal, but Honestly, I think it would be in his best interest to give in to the pampering.
Just give in to the pampering, I guess, like you said. Interesting. Funny.
Anyway, so the the next dev diary I wanted to go over is the biggest controversial section of Stellaris, and probably it actually has caused several people to decide that they do not want to play Stellaris anymore.
Really?
They are, namely that.
Is it the FTL thing?
Yes, the FTL rework.
Okay.
They are actually getting rid of the they're actually getting rid of wormhole and warp drive.
That's kind of weird.
It's the way that they wanted to continue to build Stellaris. The asymmetry of the three FTL types just prevents so much from them. Just prevents so many different things they could be doing, and they decided that it would be easier if they simply dropped a their type the types and switched over to one type of FTL drive, and they chose Hyperlane as the type, which is another thing that ticked off a lot of people. But but just choosing one in and of itself was gonna tick off a lot of people.
Yeah.
Mainly just because the way that like for example, like the way that they were doing star bases, it's almost impossible to really build defenses unless you build defenses in every system.
Mm-hmm.
And switching to Hyperlane makes it very easy to form choke points and whatnot, and allow people to build off of sort of a terrain in the galaxy. Whereas if you did warp, there might be something of a terrain, but there would still be issues with it, and throwing wormholes into the mix, and it's just completely gone.
Yeah, makes sense.
So they ended up choosing. So hyperspace was their ended up choice. That's not to say that hyperspace will be the only thing. Also, one thing that will change with it is when you zoom into a system, you know those arrows that you see inside the system?
Mm-hmm.
From now on, to leave a system by hyperlane, you have to actually go to where those arrows are.
That seems a little stupid.
It means that
weird.
It means that now it's like those are entrances to the hyperlane. Those would be considered entrances to each hyperlane. So, so in other words, now you will no longer have people that will jump in and immediately jump out. You won't but since you don't have to worry about because you no longer have to worry about like other types of FTL drives coming in grabbing you in the meantime. I find it will actually open up a little bit of more strategy to it. Additionally, FTL sensors will change. They will no longer be this big old circle that's around it, because it's one of the things they wanted is that now since they're going entirely on a hyperlane, it won't be that you won't no longer be able to do things like see worlds that you wouldn't be able to get to by hyperlane. So instead, level 1 gives you access, lets you see everything in the system you're in. Level 2 gives you access to everything connected to that system. Level 3 is everything connected to those systems, and so on. There'll be other things like wormholes. While wormhole drives are not going to be there, wormholes are going to exist. They'll basically be one wormhole will connect to another wormhole, and once you get the right tech, you could stabilize it and be able to just travel through that wormhole.
Stargates.
Kind of, except for that you can't build them. Although that does bring it
more like the Bajoran stable wormhole to the Gamma Quadrant.
Yeah, from Star Trek. Although something similar to Stargates is actually the next advanced level of FTL that you can actually get to. Namely, you can find and eventually build and repair what are known as gateways in the galaxy. Eventually, you can learn to construct them, and they allow travel between any two gateways that you own. Oh, the Independent League didn't get their butt handed to them after all. They just kind of were like, okay, we're done fighting. So yeah. And jump drives will sort of be a thing. They will basically be a faster version of hyperdrive with an added ability that lets you jump from point to point, ignoring hyperlane limitations. But it has a cooldown, and it also has it also gives you a debuff while you are as well. So it's kind of a you can use it to jump towards enemy territory, but in return you also have to deal with the fact that you will have a major that your fleet will be weaker for a little while afterwards. Then they'll be doing things like changing with galactic terrain, like nebulas will block sensor coverage originating from other systems. Pulsars will interfere with deflectors. Neutron stars will interfere with navigation. Black holes will interfere with FTL in general. And it just as concept. And they are aware that people would be finding this controversial, but they felt like in the long run it will make a better game than if they chose to just try to force the issue.
Mm.
So, oh wait, are you done with the dev diaries?
Well, there's still two more, but if you want to,
okay,
if you want to say,
I have something to bring up after this. So,
okay,
let's keep going.
Next diary will be an overhaul in war goals based on how territory is going to be based around like outposts and whatnot, how you control systems by building an outpost in said system. Wars are going to change. Instead of just set like, okay, I want this system, I want this system, I want this system, I want this system, you're going to have claims to systems. And if you have a claim in a system and you beat them in a war, you will get those claims if you have them occupied. There'll be wars you'll now actually need a casus belli.
Mm-hmm.
For war, basically a reason to go to war. There'll be different types available to different people. Different. If you just have a claim an enemy system, just the you can go to war to claim that. There's some that are going to be different, like just for like a humiliation. There's some with the type to subjugate enemies, that sort of thing. There will be a couple empires types that basically just have a all-out war. They don't have to worry about claims or anything like that. But that's like the fanatical purifiers. The who now? Who what now?
System survey complete.
What just happened?
I have no idea. Huh, that's weird.
Oh, this guy I think was a vassal, and then he got liberated, and now he's part of the Federation. Maybe? No. Yes. I have no idea. Something happened, and someone. Yeah. Anywho, so. Frick. Ooh, Singularity Core unlocked.
Planetary settlement procedure initiated.
Okay, let me see. There'll also be, war exhaustion will be a thing instead of, war score. basically each side gains war exhaustion as it goes on. And there are 3 ways wars can end: with surrender of either side or with a negotiated status quo. When an empire surrenders, it's usually because either they've been completely defeated or because their war aims are limited enough that they view it more costly to continue the war. Surrender means the victor's war goal is enforced, and any claims the winning side has are automatically ceded, regardless of occupation status. Status quo means the war has reached a point where neither side feels like they can win, and all occupied systems are claimed by the enemy. Whichever enemy has the strongest claim, you can gains the territory. So if you have 2 people fighting 2 people. Oh, hello. Cyban refugees arrive. Yes, you are welcome in my empire. I don't know why you Arid people decided to settle on a ocean planet, but you are welcome here.
Maybe because it's safer, because they just became livestock.
That would definitely do it.
I'm kidding. Some of them were already planning on leaving. I just barely made stock. I was like, wait, slavery isn't allowed? What the crap? I thought it was earlier. So I made slavery allowed, then I made them livestock, because that's the point. That's half the fun of making the carry this race the way I did. So I can be cruel to an imaginary species.
Yep, I just put him on a Gaia world. He will be very happy there.
I'd hope so.
I've also gained lots of refugees.
Anyway, let me see. They're currently and remember also a lot of these things are still up in the air. Last thing about the war is that when you occupy star bases, which since star bases can't be destroyed by normal means, you now fight them until they're low, and then you take control of them somehow. But basically, you get control of all mining and research stations, and you gain the use of the occupied starbase until either you win or you lose the war.
Mm-hmm.
So, after that point, then that means that if you manage to seize the enemy starbase that is making ships, they can't use it to make ships, and you can, whereas you can. So it makes it more important about holding on to territory and whatnot.
Mm.
And then finally, the last dev diary, basically it's a relatively minor one. First off, ascension perks. The base ascension perks are going to become part of the core game. Certain ascension perks will still require expansions and whatnot, but there will be some ascension perks that will be available to everyone who owns Stellaris. Just regardless of the gameplay.
Mm.
So, which, I feel like that's a pretty good thing.
Oh yeah. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yep.
System survey complete.
Oh, hey Matt, how's your energy doing?
Barely negative.
You
-4.
You think you'll be
I
fine?
should be okay for a bit.
Okay, because I just noticed that 71 energy I was trading you ran out. Let me see what else. One of the things they wanted to change was surveying in people's territory and trading star charts. Since trading star charts was basically not worth it at all. You know how that one is. So they. Hello. Why is there a random planet that's considered math jazzes in that one Thrall's territory?
Which Thrall?
The guy that's technically a thrall to the Reconquerors over there.
unsure which people you're talking about. Are you talking about the Thrish?
The hierarchy guys. Or they're slightly north of you.
Oh yeah. So these people, they said, we don't like the ways of our empire. Will you let us join or join you? And I said, sure. They liked me.
Hmm.
Planetary surface settlement established. Surface variable detected.
I have a lot of species in my empire.
Which apparently is not all that large. Heck, they don't even have medium.
Yeah, they have individual size, which got smaller, by the way.
Yeah, I noticed.
I feel bad doing this, but not bad enough to not do it. I'm going to switch pre-sentients to be exterminated. Because I can't uplift them. So...
You're an awful person.
They're not actually sentient. It's like killing off a particularly annoying species. It'd be like killing off mosquitoes.
Or Jews. You're like Hitler. Because you're wiping out people that you think are less than you.
Wow.
You just went there.
Yes, he just went there. Oh yeah, I have a singularity core now. Basically, on my homeworld, I have a stable micro black hole in a massive containment facility. That's right, I put a black hole on my homeworld.
I mean, since you have no concern for life, that makes sense.
There is no life on my world. My homeworld's a machine world now.
No life anymore.
The only life I made sure to move all of my my initial species off of the world. So my original creators are still happy. Anywho, let me see. So back to the last dev diary. So instead of trading star charts, people will now be able to trade what are known as communications. Communications means that you now can trade acts. Basically, say, okay, I will give you communications, meaning I will tell you of every empire I am currently aware of. Yay! I have a fully operational science nexus. Let me see. So yeah, you can now trade communications instead of star charts. You can't survey worlds that are in other people's territories, and the fog of war. Fog of war will be changed. Where now, if you know of an empire's if you know an empire, you can effectively see their territory. Basically meaning that we no longer have those whitewashed empires that are anymore. It's then everything will be fully colored and whatnot. Yeah, that's a minor thing, but that's something I particularly would like. And yeah, that's all of them up to now. I paraphrased a lot, partially because there's a lot, but partially also because I am I had some sickness issues recently, so my throat's not exactly feeling good.
Okay, so everyone knows that it's Steam's yearly Steam Awards coming up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So have you guys nominated any games for Steam Awards?
Not yet.
One, yeah.
Which one and for what?
I nominated Warframe,
Ooh,
and I forget what I nominated for off the top of my head.
I need to go and do that.
I'm pulling up my nominations. Oh wait, where are... Huh. I guess our nominations over now?
Yeah, I think it ended.
Oh, okay. How do I look
Huh?
up my nominations now that I've placed them?
I have no idea.
Hmm. That is not helpful.
He argues that I should have known better. You fell during basketball. That's your fault.
Your brother and sister are fighting quite a bit.
Not really fighting. It's a playful. I'm gonna mute myself and then I'll chat when I do. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
I can't look at my nominations and I don't remember them well enough because I did them days ago.
That day.
Unfortunate. I nominated Stellaris for, like, whatever the equivalent of best graphics are. Or best rendering. Because I think that this game just has beautiful graphics to it. And I also nominated, Age of Empires 2 for the Labor of Love award, which is, the award is for the game that's been out for a long time, but still has updates to it. And so, I think that,
Oh, this is it. This is where things quite possibly go wrong.
Yeah, I believe it.
Title blocker expunged.
Oh, one of my leaders got the rigid programming.
what
Well.
is rigid programming?
Basically, it's the equivalent of the stubborn trait. They get experience slower. I'll wait for. Oh, my fleet's already there. Okay, perfect. Let's get my armies into position.
Diplomatic alert. War protocols initiated.
This is where things possibly go horribly wrong. Oh, boy.
Executing evasion protocols.
Let's see. I need ships.
Okay. So can I help you with this?
And
Are
since
you
you're...
insane?
This war?
Un unfortunately not.
Hostile stationary asset engaged.
Oh boy. So remember when you had questioned my sanity? I'm very well aware that this is going to be very, 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 messy.
What happened? Oh, the war?
Well, the fact that, yeah, that I fact that it cleared. Or, where am I? Can I okay, right, like, no, where? Where are these worlds that are not connected? I've got two worlds that are somehow not connected to a sector, but I have no idea where they are. Oh, those two. Right?
Technological
I've
acquisition successful.
I've disconnected it. It says it's still disconnected. Why does it say it's still one that's ow. Let's see. I lost all my cruisers. Yeah, that did not go well. Apparently, he somehow managed to make it back in a very short amount of time.
My mouse is starting to act weird.
Ship fragments dissected.
boy. Yeah, let me put it in a way that you guys might realize that hurt.
The way you put that.
I lost pretty much all my military might right there.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Hostile fleet assets engage. Alert. Fleet unit offline. Hostile fleet assets engage. Hostile fleet assets engage. Hostile fleet assets engage.
Well,
Hostile fleet assets engage. Construction complete. Hostile fleet assets engage.
I just lost a lot more ships. Fudge. Now I knew I knew I wasn't gonna be able to beat him in a straight up fight anytime soon, but gosh dang it, I did not think that he would kick my butt that easily.
Construction complete.
How many more planets do you need to win?
Huh?
How many more planets do you need to win?
I just need to get it. I just need to even the score out enough to get a white piece at this point.
I mean, how many more planets do you need to win
The game?
the game?
I need less than 20.
Ship augmentations completed. Ship augmentations completed. Communications alert.
Thank you. Every contribution.
Ship augmentations completed.
Okay, what are my battleship designs? Right, I have that. Why do I not have this instead? That.
Ship augmentations completed.
Just gonna leave them.
Communications alert.
I will take this. I will take this money and I will use it.
Communications alert.
All these little vassals of mine are giving me materials. And I'm just like, please, I will take as much as you will give me.
Oh, does that mean that I'm not being a good vassal? Or
Y-
are you
if-
going to kick me out of vassaldom because I'm
No,
not giving you stuff?
I'm not. It's just all these little guys, they're not building much, so they don't have nearly as much territory as you, so I'm not mad. And you have enough territory you have enough stuff that you need to build up. I don't begrudge you, lacking those few minerals.
Because let me tell you, I'd be really sad to be independent again.
I think you'd be actually would be worse off. Unless you decided to take shelter under one of the two awakened empires, but even then you'd have to deal with the fact that you might end up having to deal with the fact that one of them might lose.
Yeah. At some point, I would like to be independent again.
Well, you can always ask me for independence.
Communications alert.
Another rigid programming. Wonderful. For some reason, now that I've gone against that one guy, all of a sudden, he's not doing anything anymore. His fleets are just sitting over one of his worlds with no orders. Well, okay, they keep swapping back and forth between 2 territories. His entire fleet, mind you, that's over 400k. Oh, this might have been a mistake. What am I saying? This probably was a mistake. Nothing I can do about it now. Fudge, not
Technological acquisition successful.
almost though.
Is there a way for you to allow me to declare war?
Technological
No.
acquisition successful. Ship augmentation
No.
completed.
Not unless I release you and then you're on your own.
Then why does it say our overlord does not allow us to declare war?
Because
As
you
if,
are
like,
because you are currently a protectorate.
but it's like it says it in a way that sounds like you could allow me to do it if you wanted to.
Construction complete.
As far as I know, there's no way to allow protectorates to go to war with others. Perfect. What do I do when I'm worried about losing a war?
Executing evasion protocol.
I'm going to begin another war.
Priority alert. Malignant forces are moving.
Really? Well, all the wars. All the wars. All the wars. Okay, I need the game pause for a moment.
Is there a way I can help?
No, really. Not unless you can hand me resources. Or
I mean,
hurry your
I could
research.
give you a few thousand of something. Or I could throw my 10k fleet at something.
Well, unfortunately, the fleet thing doesn't work.
Why can't I? Like, I can't even join you in a war that you're fighting?
Mm, no. So I am now engaged in 3 separate wars. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Just keep telling yourself a maybe will come true.
I mean, all I need to do is just keep rebuilding my fleet.
Alert. Spaceport deconstructed. Construction complete.
Ah, that's what happened. I had a whole bunch of enemy fortresses in the territory that I had conquered but hadn't cleaned up yet.
So I started watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine this week.
Construction complete.
Oh.
Construction
I have never seen it before,
alert.
but I thought that Ferengi sounded interesting, and this is the series that features them most. So
Okay,
to go
enemy
watch.
fleet is enemy fleet is attacking me. I am now moving to engage one of the enemy fleets. Oh, what fun. My fleet has entered the system. I'm about to engage the hostile fleet.
The Syntho people.
The Sibulan Covenant,
Ah.
who still hate my guts after all this time.
Oh, they're all listed as neutral to me. Hmm. I just feel like my fleet should be able to do something, but I can't do anything. Because I'm not independent.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
On the plus side, I am definitely kicking this guy's butt. I lost 10 cruisers, 10 destroyers, 22 corvettes, and 4 battleships. But he lost a lot more. He lost a lot. Uh, Gosh. Dang it. Got another fleet to deal with.
Ship fragments dissected.
On the plus side, if I actually win any of these wars, I'm much, much closer to winning. You just sitting over there plotting, Diarmuid?
You know me. I'm planning your inevitable demise.
At this point, I think it's very inevitable. Sorry.
Say that, but I'm actually winning the fight against the guys who declared war on me. The other guy who I declared war on is not doing anything, and the Awakened Empire seems content to sit at home, doing nothing. Okay, going after another fleet. Oh, jeez. It's feels like everything is on fire. I'm just sitting at the table, just sipping my drink, like, this is fine.
Hey, I found Alderaan. You need to go blow it up.
Unfortunately, planet killers are not yet available in the base game.
They might show up eventually, but no.
No. Just build a Dyson sphere around the star.
That would effectively destroy the planet eventually.
Yeah, it'll freeze everything, right?
Well, the problem is it's already got an inhabited planet. You're not allowed to when it's inhabited.
That's dumb. Like, there's no reason why building a Dyson sphere can't occur.
Construction complete. Ship fragments dissected.
It's because they don't want you freezing your own inhabited planets.
That's your fault.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete. Ship fragments dissected.
And snatched him? Yep, there it is. And I somehow ended up in front of them. Fudge. This is gonna hurt. Now all my ships have to turn around. My battleships are literally right in front of the enemy's firing line.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
Oh, his transport fleet got caught. I just mulched his transport fleet. Where is the... Yeah, and there goes most of... And I destroyed a lot of his regular fleet as well. And my fleet is just growing in power again. Okay, let's see. Who is out and about?
Ship fragments dissected.
This is... Here we go. Call it fleet again. And his battleships were the first thing in range, so his battleships are about to just die.
Construction complete.
Oh. Every time I get into a fight with this guy's fleet, he loses. And yet, he's still going. Still trying to win. Funny thing was, he declared war on me in a moment of weakness. But that was because I just lost a major battle with the Awakened Empire. That was so he seems to forget that I can actually rebuild that fleet power. I've actually about reached that fleet power I was at before. And yet, still thinks he can win. Got my fleet jumping around, going after his various,
Alert. Mining station deconstructed.
Wait, what? Why do I suddenly have... Why do I suddenly have a, I'm pretty sure I know what that is. Who's got the chill, who's got like the Church of Light quest going? Someone's got...
I don't.
Guillermo, do you? Guillermo? What?
I don't see anything called the Church of Light.
Or maybe not Church of Light, but specifically like a, quest line that includes like includes like a fanatical offshoot of your empire or whatnot.
Oh yeah, Red Prophets.
Yeah. Your Red Prophets just appeared in one of my territories and just blew some of my mining stations up. Please take care of them.
Cool.
And the
Yay.
they're in the Akramalo system. Please go take care of them.
Yeah, there go. My fleets are going.
Thank you. I just heard all of a sudden I just heard mining station deconstructed. I'm just like, what?
deconstructed. That's hilarious.
Ship fragments dissected.
By the way, Matt, some of the fighting is going on in your territory. Just as a heads up.
Ship fragments.
Between you and the
Yeah,
Fallen
some of
Empire.
he's not the Fallen Empire. The guy who declared war on me has apparently decided to is apparently deciding to jump around and has apparently moved some of his fleets through your territory.
So far, I haven't been attacked by it though. So
No, he's not attacking.
Oh, that's
He's
a
not
kinetic.
attacking you. He doesn't attack you, so you don't have to worry about that.
Acquisition successful.
Chromium armor. Let's research Stormfire cannons. There we go. Got one of those fleets. Got one enemy fleet completely destroyed.
Construction complete.
Wait. He's following my... Why is their Federation fleet trying to engage my main fleet? It
Insanity.
has to be. My fleet is currently considered stronger than when I went to war than when I first attacked the Awakened Empire.
Oh, they're hoping to take it out.
No, I don't think you understand. My fleet, constantly building up for these wars. My fleet has actually just gotten stronger.
No, I understand. I'm just saying that it's hoping to take out your fleet. Thinking that could do a ton of damage. Let's make sure he can't. He loses it before he can use it effectively.
Construction complete. Alert. Fleet unit offline. Alert. Fleet unit offline.
Ah, no, you just cut a whole bunch of small ships as they jumped into the system. Dang it! There goes a cruiser, battleship, destroyer. He just wiped a crap ton of my fleets. Well, not fleets, but small ships. Where are they going now? Okay. Stop moving. If he's so serious to engage my fleet, let him come to my frickin' fleet. Because all I'm doing currently is losing small ships.
Communications alert. Executing evasion protocols.
And I won, hands down. I just annihilated the majority of his fleet again. Actually, I just annihilated the majority of... He has, like... got, like, nothing left of his fleets. Okay, I'm moving to the offense on this war. Oh, man. What a nasty moment.
Hostile orbital nexus engaged.
Where's my transport fleet?
Technological acquisition successful.
Or I already have that strategic resource. No, I wanted strategic resources. There we go. I do not have neutronium ore. Why? Why do I not have neutronium ore? You know, with all the stars in my empire, I
Communication.
was going to assume I would have. Sure.
Ship fragments dissected.
I have officially made peace with the Awakened Empire, so I no longer have them breathing down my necks. So now I've got two wars that I'm actually going to curb stomp on.
Diplomatic alert. Military confrontation detected.
Good luck. Well, actually, I did just mulch most of their fleets. You could actually win that.
I see how it is.
Come on, when one of them had almost 100K fleet, plus the Federation fleet, plus the fact that the other guy had another 50K fleet, you just declared war on their entire Federation. You realize, right?
Yeah, but half them can't get to me.
I'm currently at war with them, so yes, they could. Normally, you'd be right, but I'm currently at war with them.
Alert. Planetary pacification protocols initiated.
Oh boy, this is.
Ground invasion units have achieved all objectives.
Oh, he's got neutronium. He's got neutronium. Again, how do I not have neutronium, though? Am I just really unlucky with my Am I just really unlucky here? I seem to have been really unlucky with all the pulsars and neutron stars I have in my area. I somehow still do not have neutronium ore.
Construction complete.
How the frick did that happen?
Construction complete.
Oi! I told you
Construction complete.
to move. Thank you.
Construction complete.
Psychopath.
Planetary pacification protocols initiated. Ground invasion units have achieved all objectives. Technological acquisition successful. Technological acquisition successful.
Where are the technocratic, autocratic people?
The who know what now?
There is a group that. Let me see. These are hegemonic imperialists. These are
You're making
jingoistic.
it hard for me to take that planet, Swarmy.
Well, I was planning on taking the planet you've invaded. So you're making it hard for me.
I'm not pressed for. I'm pressed for more space.
So am I.
Jakey Brit. I said that. My brother called me racist.
Huh. I can't find the people anymore around the galaxy.
Maybe they got absorbed by someone else.
Planetary pacification.
There are a few people who have been. There are a few small vassals who have gotten absorbed recently. How is the war in heaven going? It appears to be moving again. Dang it. And he's winning on a frickin' technicality.
Ground invasion units have achieved all objectives.
He's not going at...
The Kelzen technocracy.
Oh, you mean my little slaving despot protectorate.
Oh, there they are. I found them.
I'm surprised you want to get along with them. They...
Well, it's just that they were talking to me. Apparently they like me.
The slavers like you.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. Ow.
Actually, let's see.
Another battle just happened in the War in Heaven. And yeah, the Xenophiles just won again.
The people that like me most are the cooperative of Spectral Cats, Latrex, or Laxtric, Spectocax Laxtrick. Man, they picked the worst name, didn't they? They like me best. Because they're Federation builders and they have to like people.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they'll like you. They like people in general.
Planetary pacification protocols.
And they like me in particular.
Ground invasion units have achieved all objectives.
Wait. What it? There it is. There we go. Let's start actually upgrading this darn thing. I'm actually starting to build part of my Dyson sphere now.
Planetary pacification protocols.
So did you just pull back from that war, Diermood?
Nope, I'm getting an upgrade.
Ah.
How does Giga Cannon sound?
Sounds pretty good. I mean, I'm still researching those, but I chose to go for arc emitters.
They need to build Terra cannons in the game.
Is that a reference?
No, I mean it goes kilo, mega, giga.
Because I know because there are mods that actually put Terra cannons.
Yeah. And then after Terra is Peta.
Yes, actually, that same mod then
By
put
the
it.
way, I only have 9 months till I have Giga Cannons.
Oh, you still haven't researched them, or you mean?
Oh, research. It's just it was close enough to done that I just fell back. I thought it would be done by now. I thought by the time they got all the way back it'd be done.
Wow. Since I can't get Fel Dazir Prime, I've almost won this war.
Construction complete.
So I just need to win this war. Then I need to work on winning as much as I can over there.
Planetary pacification protocol
Considering that
initiated.
I'm not sure I'm actually going to be able to win this war in heaven before the war in heaven goes down, before the war in heaven finishes off.
Ground invasion units have achieved all objectives.
Fun fact, I'm actually getting to a point where I think I could actually take on the Awakened Empire.
So, it's telling me that there is an ion trail leading to the Ken Hijal system for these Red Prophet people. But I go there and there's nothing there, and I can't like research anything.
I don't know. I've noticed that sometimes these things get bugged out once you get later on in the game.
Hmm.
Oh, this one guy who used to be your vassal, Math, he is now my vassal because he transferred from vassal. He's not a protectorate, despite being a only protectorate. Where he should not actually only be a protectorate, but because it transferred it, he's currently a vassal instead. And right now, he he's got his fleet following mine. His fleet of one cruiser.
Are you gonna let him catch you?
I can't stop him from trying to follow me. It's currently right in the same system as my fleet.
Yeah, but I assume that your ships are faster, so that if you didn't want him to catch you, he couldn't.
Let me just see. In system, yeah, no, I can pull ahead, and he can't keep up with me when I actually start jumping across the galaxy. Because I've got jump drives, he's got warp drives. Although he's trying to keep up. It's kind of it's a little bit adorable. Okay, game's gonna need to pause.
Son of a gun, you punk.
Vectoring everything off. There we go. Sure, why not? I'll use a synthetic as my colonizer for that planet. Okay. Let's see, how many more planets do I need? 6.
To win.
6 to
All
win.
out.
Yep.
Do you have 6 more you can colonize?
Honestly, yeah. But I'm already in a war, so...
At this point, that's just quicker.
Oh, now he wants a white piece. No. Right after I decide to go to war with him, he wants a white piece. How about no thank you?
Planetary settlement procedure initiated. Construction complete.
Yeah, there's a lot of planets that I asked for that he's not going to be able to give me because they're currently all occupied by enemies. So yeah, I now have some of Diarmut's people in my territory. They're very happy.
Complete.
Given your ethics, it makes sense.
Oh, right. I remember accidentally doing that last time. Where is droids? Droids. Set rights. Undesirables. I do not know how they managed to end up with... And somehow reestablish them as biotrophies. I've somehow got droids who are considered biotrophies. I don't know how.
Hilarious.
I have no idea how. But somehow they are biotrophies. They're not even... I don't... I give up. Not gonna matter much anyway. So the question is, once I win, are we going to do anything specific, or are we just going to start over from there?
I think we'll figure out what mods we want to play with for the next game, and then play the next game.
Enough? So, are you gonna continue trying to fight this war, dear Mood?
I was until you stopped distracting their fleets.
You have I mean, to be fair, the guy that you're underneath, he still has to a while before he builds up his fleet again. And I don't think they can come through my territory at this point.
System survey complete. Technological
Ugh.
successful. Planetary pacification protocols initiated. Ground invasion units have achieved all objectives. Planetary pacification protocols initiated. Communications alert.
I'll take that.
Wonderful.
I win.
We noticed.
So, are we gonna call it here for tonight then, or what are we gonna do?
Well, I
it's
don't see much
almost
point
2
in.
hours. Yeah, it's only 12 minutes shy of 2 hours, so it's basically a 2-hour live stream.
System survey complete. Planetary surface settlement established. Construction complete.
Yeah, I don't mind
Construction
if we want to stop here for tonight.
So we won.
Well,
Shut up, you.
I won. I won. And I guess on some level, Mathcast won because he's my protectorate. But if you
got
notice,
10%,
but
you
if
got 12% of a victory.
yeah, he got a small percentage of a victory because he counted towards my victory. Holy crap! I had 134 planets by myself. That was without any vassals being included. Wow. of course, I finally get that neutronium ore that I was coveting right at the end of the freaking game. I actually have a fleet that is comparable to that is capable of taking on a Awakened Empire fleet. Really? Really wanted to do this.
Communications alert.
Well, shall I call it here then?
Yeah.
Terminal pampering not yet complete. It's not just pampering, it's terminal pampering. You pamper them to death. That's scary. Okay, well, what? I just don't know why you wouldn't accept me leaving.
Well, I mean, again, I could, but the game has already been won, and you didn't even try requesting independence.
I didn't see that button until now. Okay, how about this? Hey, I have a 4% war score now.
And that's because every moment that you're independent or every moment that I am not like actively engaging you is a moment that you gain a war score.
Oh, I can't surrender until you put war scores, or until you send war terms to me.
F.
Stop attacking! I didn't attack you.
There we go.
Blowing up my stuff.
Communications alert.
All right.
Okay, so there's the button. Okay.
System survey complete. Communications alert.
Yes!
Good luck out there.
But you already won, so now the game is... Now we'll end the game.
You just wanted to be independent at the end of it all.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a big deal. Okay, so let's have Mood take us out.
Yermut?
Yeah. All right. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed this season of Stellaris, and I know I didn't enjoy it, but that's primarily because I lost. All right, so we'll see you all next time. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.